Renda is a corporate social responsibility consultancy. Basically, I work directly with big, medium, and small companies in helping them make money while kind of healing the world at the same time. Guideline, again, just reflecting how much energy and electricity we use. And well, of course, we use more than we have. And of course, it's a huge concern. Yet hope still remains. Here's my little baby turtle, hopefully symbolizing that. And as much as we are in such a dark place right now, if you look at it across every single statistic we have, we are just obliterating our natural resources. There's hope in today's generation and the next. The millennials are individuals born between 1979 and 2001. And this is a generation which I make up, which I think a majority of this group makes up here, has demonstrated and reflected a huge desire to make change. So now we know the planet's in peril. We know this generation coming in wants to make a difference. And we know the current work situation is dismal, as the stats show. People just aren't that excited about what they do at work. They're just not that engaged with it. And that's the harsh reality. Most positions have mundane tasks. They do. I mean, it doesn't matter how sexy your title is. There's going to be some typing, there's going to be some reports, there's going to be... What we say is if people can associate even those mundane tasks with making a difference, a tangible, quantifiable difference. A simple example could be someone typing reports. I just type reports all day, this is boring, I don't like this. But if we work together in a team and we said for every 10 reports we get out, we make X amount of dollars. We give a percentage of that towards funding schools in developing countries to help other kids get an education. And once we did that, I relayed those stories back to you. And I showed you, by the way, because those 10 reports you typed, this kid, right here, this is him, went to school, and this is what he's doing now because of your efforts. Being able to contribute in a meaningful way to these nonprofits, how does that make you feel? This was fantastic. It's fantastic. Those three responses is ultimately exactly what we mean by the emotional profit center. We look to create that sense of fulfillment in workplaces by creating engaging programs for corporations that allow their employees to get involved with causes that they help shape and create so many times. And in my experience, I will meet with Fortune 500 companies. Their leaders of CSR and leaders of HR will ask them for the program. What is it you do? They tell me, we do this because one guy within the organization or one woman decided this is the direction we want to move. The employees had no say in shaping it, no say in creating it. So there's a disconnect. But those are the exact responses, and that's the exact type of feedback that, as these stats will support as they move on into the presentation. Most people feel that exact way. Most people get a kick out of being able to do something good. And what I like to say is, I believe everyone's hardwired to want to give back. The difference is, in creating corporate citizenship within this arena and creating opportunities, you help trip that wire and help kind of share some of these ideas because they work. So leadership. What we'll advocate a lot of times, companies, the CEO won't be involved at all. So for the same reason, if you're at an organization where some junior associate is trying to create this program from the ground up, it's hard to get legs, it's hard to get moving, it's hard to get people listening and taking you seriously. So we say, get the CEO involved, not telling the employees what to do, but to say, I'm behind creating a program with you employees and helping make a difference that's relevant to our business and it helps engage you. Connection. This talks about this idea of making it relevant. We went to an organization, they do pharmaceuticals, a big company, and they're doing work with Habitat for Humanity. If everybody is familiar with that, it's an organization that helps build homes for people in need. And it's a great organization. We've helped with Habitat builds ourselves. But you're in the business of pharmaceuticals and you're helping build homes. There's a massive disconnect. How about leveraging your business, pharmaceuticals, and helping provide medicines to people in need? That kind of just makes more sense. And when it makes more sense, it resonates much better with the employees and customers. So that's what we mean by connection. Make it relevant. Some companies do it for this reason, some do it for that, but all we're starting to get, it needs to be done either way. So if you're going to do it, you might as well do it strategically.
I just feel like prior to that, and once Canada none of this is in there.
You know what it was? The difference was they weren't marketing it. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
Because we were doing it, but it's almost like the companies were doing it because it made sense. In some cases, it was economically savvy, especially from an environmental standpoint. But now there's such a pressure from all of us to say, hey, you better be showing up, or you know what, we're not going to buy your stuff. We're not going to participate in your business. And the best example of that is if all of you get job offers And what year is this? First year? Second year? First year. Okay, great. Okay, good. When you get job offers, I don't know if you do summer interns or you will do those, the pay will be similar if you get 2 job offers. It will be very similar and comparable. The hours will be similar, the benefits will be similar. One company could show up and say, you have an opportunity to help create our giving program and work with families in need and or coach kids, troubled youth, and help them improve their quality of life. Which offer you take? All things considered equal. If they virtually, and that's what will happen, you'll get very similar. What we find statistically, and I'd like to just do now, for which offer would you take? One being the money, benefits, etc. The other, same money, same benefits, but these opportunities to give back and make a difference in society. 1 or 2? 2. Okay, and that's the whole point. Of course we'd rather that, so let's create these opportunities and let's look for them. Because if companies don't do it and they're starting to see that, then they'll lose out on that opportunity. They will lose you to a different business, and you guys are all the cream of the crop and leaders of the next business world, so that's important.